video, we are going to learn about how to create assessments using Google Forms. So let's get started. If you have a G Suite account, then you can go to the 9 dots that are there on the left side of the G Suite and go to the Forms option and click on the Forms option. Otherwise, you can always go to Google and write Google Forms and click on the button here and go to the Google Forms by using this option. So both ways you can create your assessments by using your personal accounts as well as the G Suite account. So the first step is you have to create a blank quiz. So you will click on the button of blank quiz. Now see, this is a quiz and we can add the questions here. Now when I talk about Google Forms, we have different kinds of questions that can be added like multiple choice, checkbox, drop down. Even we can also enable the file upload option. For example, you want the student to draw a diagram and upload that diagram by clicking the photograph. We can do that as well. If our answer is in the form of date and time, we can use that also. So there are different options which are present here, but right now we'll be discussing about the multiple choice questions only. So here you will write the question. For example, I am writing identify the part following part of the computer. I have written this question because I want to show you that even images and videos can be added to your questions when you are making the assessments. So you will click on the image button here and you can simply go to Google image search. There is option to upload the image from your PC as well. So you can upload the image from your PC and otherwise you can go to the Google search and search. So for example, I want to insert this keyboard picture here, right? So this is my question. Now I want to give the multiple choice options. So I'll write option 1 here, option 2, option 3 and so on. Now please remember, when you are making an assessment, it is very important to mention the answer key so that the assessment can be auto checked. You don't have to check the assessments manually, but they will get auto checked. So you have to provide the answer key side by side. Like the answer for this question is keyboard. So you will write the answer and you will click on the done option. You will click on the required button if you want to make this question as a required. Also, you have to allot points to each and every question. If you want to give marks and grades to the students, you have to allot marks. So here I am making this as a 1 mark question and I click on the save button. So this is one kind of the question from where in the question I can use image, right? Now there is another kind of question. For example, I will add one more question here and I will write which of the following image depicts a hard disk or hard drive. So this is my question. Now in option, I want to give an image as an option, right? So here this I want to give this as my first option. Then I want to add another option. So I'll click here. I want to add one more option. add one more image here. I click on the insert. Again, I am making this question also as a required question because sometimes this happens that the students can also submit the assessment without doing any question. So if you are making the questions as a required, they will not be able to submit the form without attempting the questions. Again, I will click on the answer key. My answer is option number 2 and I am allotting points to this question as 1 point. Okay, now there is one very important thing. Whenever you are creating the Google form, all the changes saved in a drive, it is saying. So you don't have to save the Google form because every form is automatically saved. Now I will give a heading to the assessment. Quiz 1. Okay, now one very important thing, when you are making the assessments, you need to know who has filled the assessment. So we can also keep one column here for name and we can make it a short answer so that the child is filling the name here. Please do not allot points to that option because it is just to take the name of the student. And the another one I can keep class and section, and I will make this required as well. Now you can see again all the changes are saved in the drive. Now my assessment is ready where I have 2 questions, right? Now please make sure that you do the required settings before sending the assessment to the children. So you will click on the setting tab, make sure that this is a quiz. And for example, you have added some short answer questions as well and you don't want the grades to be released immediately after the assessment. So you will click on later after manual review, right? You will go to the general also. You can click on the response receipt. That means the student will get to know that he has submitted the form, and please make sure that you limit the remit to 1 response so that one child is filling the form only once. Okay, make sure that these options are unchecked so that the students are not able to edit it after they are submitting. So I have done my settings, and presentation also is very important. That means if you want the questions to go in a shuffle order, you can click on the shuffle order and show progress bar, right, which shows that how many questions the child has completed, and the confirmation message will go as your response has been recorded. You can write your customized message also, like you can write, if it is an assessment completed successfully, and I will just save it. Now the next, I have created an assessment, right? Now how to send it to the students? You all must have created a WhatsApp group, or you must be having your school website portal by which you are sharing everything. So you will click on the send button and you will click on this link. Because this link is too long, so you can click on shorten URL and you can just copy this URL and share this URL with your students. Now let's see how this form will look to the student. So for example, I am pasting this URL here in the Explorer. Now see, this is my form will look like. Email address, these question, class and section, and name is coming down because I think we have clicked. So you can add this class and section and name, but at the top of this question, so that it comes just below the email address and your question begins after the name and section. And this way, see, I am not able to submit because all the questions, everything is required field. Till the time I will not fill all the things, the student will not be able to submit the form. I hope this video will help you to create your assessments. If you have any queries, then you can put it on the comment box. Thank you so much.